Well, all right. Welcome, friends, today to the live stream. Some more Below Zero. We're going to play around with some stuff today and just kind of test a few things because I kind of have some stuff in mind to try out. And, of course, we just got more building and such. So, greetings. Hi, Cars and Games. Thanks for jumping in already on chat. And, yeah, we're going to check a few things out today. I want to point out couple of things that have been mentioned, and we're gonna start with jumping in the he's already waiting for me. And can I grab it from him? Nope. Hang on, buddy, I'm jumping outside to get the yes, there you go. Thank you, Mr. Monkey. All right. Gotta make them happy. It's funny that they just like looking at you inside the sea truck and they're just so eager for you to reach through the glass and take it. They're like, please take my titanium, please take it. So, afternoon, William. Thanks for joining in. I'm doing all right. Hello, Stinky. How is everybody else doing today? We're gonna do a quick stop. I just want to see if this works after it was mentioned in a comment on last week's stream. It was Sidewalk Farmer mentioned about the weirdness that we saw with the crazy lady's base, where we couldn't get into her room because the stalker is in the way, which, you know, it wasn't that case before. She kind of just sat down and we could go explore as we wanted to. But whenever we fixed the radio tower, we'd go back and she was gone and the stalker was gone. Well, Sidewalk Farmer says he did the same thing where he went back and now the crazy lady and her stalker were gone, even though the stalker has that new animation. And I don't remember the radio tower up here saying anything about repairing it. So I want to verify first if we've got that option. But he said that's how he got the unlock on the spicy melon salad, which, you know, I still don't get why it did not unlock for me if, according to what you're supposed to be scanning for, it works. I mean, I should have already got the unlock just from the scans I had already completed. And what was it? I went the wrong way. That was the wrong tunnel. There we go. Gotta make sure you go the right tunnel. And we'll grab a few things while we're up here. Might as well. Hey, I want to see if this shows a repair option now, because if it doesn't, then it's not doing... Oh, hey, look, it does have the broken look to it up there at least. Shipwreck salvage and advanced wiring kit. Well, I do have shipwreck salvage now, so we can go and do that. Oh, come on, I was gonna scan you with being nice and you just stupid sky rays. Feel like there should be some special achievement if you scan a sky ray. Come on, there. I'm just trying to jump down the easy way. Alright, so I'm trying to think. I think I know where my shipwreck salvage is in the base. I think I know which storage container it's in. We'll get that. We'll try fixing this. I still feel like this is one of those things that we're going to fix, and it then ends up not having an effect later because we're going to change stuff with the next update, and that may end up not even being a factor anymore. But we'll try it. We'll go see if it does cause crazy lady to, you know, disappear from her base, or more importantly the stalker to disappear from the base so we can get through. And if it works, then we'll know it works. Hi, Yoshang. I am doing good. Thanks for joining in. Hi, Arc Reactor. Numb Goat. You used a grab trap to catch a sky ray. I'm not that concerned with getting sky rays.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I just want to scan them one time, just to be like, okay, scanned, done. I need to repair that bumping I did. Alright, advanced wiring kit. Or did I already have one of those? Shipwreck salvage, I know. Yes, I remembered I made one recently by accident. Or I made one and I didn't. It was that command, the control room that I broke back down. And oh, he's chasing me. He's chasing me. He's like, please, please take this. Was it copper they had? Where'd he go? Oh. Yeah, thank you. Come on. Oh, give me a hug. Well, at least he is staying in the general area and keeps bringing me stuff. Always a good thing that I don't have to worry about him despawning, as it doesn't seem like he is. That means, where was it? I dropped the other one. I dropped one off down, was it in the Crystal Caverns? Purple Caverns? Wherever I dropped that other one off, that means he should still, no, it was in the Deep Lily pad biome, that's right. The little mushroom spore cave. Means he hopefully will still be there too and start bringing me stuff when I'm there. Though it still seems to be only titanium, quartz, and copper that they bring. Not stuff from the actual environment like it, you know, it makes sense that they were doing. And I'm totally going the wrong direction. There. Alright, where is that dock? Come on. That'll be right over here. I'm kind of surprised we don't have like a periscope type of aspect with this. I mean, the Cyclops, we had cameras. Why don't we have like a periscope type of thing? Something that can pop up like a little camera that just goes up above the water. So while you're at the edge of the surface, you can just peek out, look around, you know? They probably didn't do that because they have problems with the environment, you know, visual fog not working because backup camera still doesn't support the visual fog. And I must have gone right past it. Yeah, I did. Oh, I didn't hit him in time. And yeah, always a worry when that stutter happens and it just locks up. Alright, let's go back up. Let's fix this thing. And we'll go see Crazy Lady's base again. See if it's different now. Oh, wait, did I never did eat those from earlier. Yeah, that's none there. I picked them clean. Or maybe it's just doesn't have any now. Maybe that's the ones that I was getting fruit from before. Let's see, is it spawning any on the floor? No. Okay. Go repair this. It's funny, we can repair things like this, but we have no option to take over an existing base structure. That's not like an very old base. Like in the original game, we had the super old bases. It's more of, it's a modern base that just needs some repair, a little TLC, and yeah, we can't take over that base over there. I feel like we should be able to lay claim to it, start breaking it down if we want to, you know. No signal. All right, that's different. So there's that. Beep beep. Beep beep. Nope. Before you repair that, it will let you do the little hit the controller thing, but not so much now. Now, I just don't get why we can't come in here and be like, you know what? I want to claim the base. I'm gonna break this down and use it for resources, or you just say, I want to use this as a base. I don't see why that's not an option. It's logically an option in that there's a base, it's functional, it's got power, it's got solar panels on there that are working. Can't we just make use of it and have power and everything, use the fabricator? Because honestly, by this point, we've already got access to a fabricator. I mean, we've got the survival pod has a fabricator. You've already started building a base, you probably built a fabricator. So it's not like we're getting access to something we're not supposed to have access to. So you think we'd be allowed to take claim of that base and use it for ourselves from just a logical standpoint. And that's logically what you do. You'd be like, well, you know, I need shelter, and there's this shelter here already in use. I'm going to use it. Instead of worrying so much about having to build your own, you've got one there. You just take over and make use of it. What? Oh, okay. He wasn't coming after me. I just got in the water and it roaring at me. Oh, hey. Hi. Cryptic directions to greenhouse. Okay. So I don't get any audio, of course. And that cryptic directions to greenhouse did not sell me much. Yeah, cryptic directions to greenhouse. Marguerite. Okay. Alright, well, you know. Okay, so cryptic directions to greenhouse, and I'm not seeing any marker for greenhouse. Which I'm not sure if that means like the Omega base is being repurposed as the greenhouse because there's so much stuff there for growing, or if it's a completely different base. Or if that's just one of her rooms at her base. See if we can find a greenhouse. You know, greenhouse could also be land-based in the glacial basin, though I would think that would be kind of irritating to have to go up there to get to your greenhouse to, you know, get some food. I much prefer to have my greenhouse next to my base, where it's easy to get supplies. You go away. There we go. Yeah, so greenhouse, is that the same thing? Is that like the mega base? Or is that part of her base? Or is that a completely separate thing that I have yet to mess with? I mean, anybody seeing that? The reverse cam, it's good in that, I mean, it's good and you can see stuff like that, but it's not realistic and it's cheaty in a way. Not saying I haven't used the reverse cam for that purpose, but yeah, I mean, that does help with long distance visuals and tracking stuff down. You know. But don't get used to it, because you know they're going to fix that before full release. That's an obvious thing that's going to be fixed before full release. Alright, let's see if I can confirm this. Our greenhouse. Oh, it's located on an iceberg. Okay. I don't remember seeing any structures on an iceberg. And I've been looking at the icebergs, you know, in some of the areas. As much as I can, you know, weather-wise. Of course, it doesn't want to show anything above water level with the reverse camera. So we'll have to go look for that. Yes, I colored the sea truck yellow, because I haven't done, like, yellow on my vehicles that much, outside of, you know, in the past when I just needed variety because of building, like, several Cyclops for, you know, a base theme. I decided to do yellow because somebody was wanting me to change the color away from white. I wanted to make sure I had something that was still kind of brighter in the, you know, dark areas, easier to see. So I went with yellow. I mean, orange, I mean, it's kind of bright, but not that bright. Red is not as bright, especially when you get to a richer color red, not a pink. I just wanted to make sure I had something that would be nice and visible. Got him. Oh. Alright, seriously. Where... There's so many different places that icebergs kind of appear. And I would think it'd be someplace near to Marguerite's or existing basin. Okay, that's a sudden change. You know, if the weather would clear up more than like 30 seconds at a time, I could see something. And of course I've got stuff coming in through the ceiling still. Oh. Still waiting on that to get fixed. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. I don't know if that's mountain, like cliff walls, or if that's actually iceberg stuff in the distance. But I'm getting like random stutters. Just trying to stay afloat there. What? No. Okay, that got buggy. I think that's just the mountains in the distance. Let's find Crazy Lady's greenhouse. Which you think, as much as she's trying to hide herself, a greenhouse on top of an iceberg would not be the most secretive place to build. Where am I at? I am... Yeah, wonder... Oh, wait. I'm losing all orientation because there's nothing for leveling on your heads-up display. I wish they would fix that. Some kind of horizon aspect to it, like, oh, you're kind of tilted a little bit. You know, something that's normal in a lot of vehicles, like, or, you know, this kind of stuff, especially when you need to make sure you're not flipped around. Dark Haze, thank you for the subscribe if you're with us. Can I go in the jellyfish thing? Do you mean the... What jellyfish thing? You talk about the new shroom cave, the jelly spore cave? Or are you talking about the actual, like, the interim biome as you're going towards the glacial basin? Because I don't know if that's actually got like a real biome like feel to it. Because it's just like there's no resources really there. It's all just like you're passing through this area with tons of jellyfish. And that's about it. Try not to get destroyed. Alright, that's a big iceberg. And we're somewhat close to her base. I mean, that's kind of... She's obviously trying to hide, but... You build just out in the open on an iceberg. Your greenhouse, it's not a good idea. That's not very secretive. And then, you know, if she really wants to be secretive, she wouldn't build it very close to her base. She'd build it somewhere a decent distance away. So if somebody finds it, they're going to be looking right in that area. And it's going to be like, oh yeah, I fooled you. I'm way over here with my actual base. You're looking entirely in the wrong place because you think I'm going to build near the greenhouse. Of course, at the same time, that does affect ease of access to the greenhouse. You want the greenhouse close. This is, yeah, I've been up this one already. Seriously, let the haze go away so I can see into the distance. How about that? Alright, that was weird. I mean, I've got my coal suit on, but it was showing my temperature dropping because I'm not wearing the helmet. But all of a sudden, I just walk down a little bit and my temperature starts to, you know, even out. What? I know I have looked through this area previously, but maybe I did not look thoroughly enough. And I missed her greenhouse somewhere in this area. Yeah, I remember looking through this area before because of this pool that leads around. Yeah, all through here. I was like, this could be an interesting place to build a little base. You wanted to hide. I think this was one that had a snow stalker on it too. Yeah, this, I remember this, yeah. Because it was like almost, like eye sockets there. Yeah, and this was like, you know, if I really wanted to, I could build a little secluded hidden base in here. This would be more sensible to build a base on, trying to hide like a greenhouse or something. Because you still have sky access for solar power, and, you know, use power transmitters to link it in. And, oh yeah, we have this. I think I've already scanned this. That, or I just got all the scans I need. And you would think crazy lady is not that crazy. She's not going to build next to an alien artifact. If Altera does come back and start looking around, they see that, they're going to be putting a lot of time and effort into researching through the area right there. You don't want to be in your base next to something that is going to be a point of interest for them. Oh, I just fell through some terrain and Yeah, that was not good. Somehow I did not die. Well, there's those super legs again, protecting me from falling. I mean, that was a pretty significant little fall there. That was not like you just fell off the roof of your house. That was like falling a few stories down, and I'm okay. I mean, I did lose some health, but I think that would have been like a leg snapping if I had actually fallen that distance in real life. Something would have been really hurt. Oh, there's the stalker hanging out over there. So I don't think it's any of these icebergs that has the greenhouse on it. I think that's just the outer wall area. So we're gonna go back this way. That should be leading in the direction back towards Marguerite. Let's go ahead and zap him. Make sure he's not gonna mess with me. Greetings, Jason. Thanks for joining in. Let's go ahead and say hi to Timmy, because Timmy is lounging. Yeah. Good. Oh, you had some lint on your nose, Timmy. Not a good thing to have on your nose. Oh yeah, here we go. We are in this area. I know generally where I'm at. And of course visibility is none. So yeah, we'll wait a second. Maybe the sky will clear up. Give me one more. Yeah. Actually, alright, so while we got Timmy here, I'm gonna go ahead and share, because people ask me all the time what kind of spicy stuff I like. And so I'm going to share with you one of my new acquisitions, which I kind of like. I don't recommend eating them on an empty stomach or if you are not used to spicy stuff. But Carolina Reaper peanuts. These are heat level. It's like a, well, if I can get show, it's like a super heat level. And they've got Moruga Scorpion pepper in with them too, so it's not just Carolina Reaper, it's Moruga Scorpion peppers. And yeah, these are not the weak ones. These are the wild, I think is what they, yeah, there's like mild, medium, and wild, I think is what it is. These are the wild ones, the hottest ones they have. So definitely not something to eat on an empty stomach, by the way. But yeah, I'm gonna be snacking with these a little bit. Today, you can't have one, but you can have one of these. That's crunchy. There you go. And oh boy, do they have kick to them, let me tell you that. Some of them not so bad, but then you get one like that, had just a little bit extra seasoning stuck in one little crack on there. Ah, yeah, that had some heat to it right there on that one. It's like I was fine, and then I bit into like that one spot where it's just like, yeah, that's where all the seasoning was. Let's see if I can trigger this. Give me. I'm getting like right in that little area where I can ditch the fog for a moment. Like nothing in that direction. Casper Brecken, thank you for subscribing, if you're with us. You ate a Trinidad scorpion? I think the Moruga scorpion is actually worse than that. But either way, it's still not like an easy thing to... It's not something you want to sit there and just keep eating. Unless you were really a spice head. And this... Why is it getting stuttery again? Let's see, we're going to turn something down. There seems to be something that's causing some issues again. This last update definitely has really messed with the performance of the game. The game runs a lot harder than it has at any point in the past. He still took a bite of me. Pop you one. There you go. Hey, where am I above? I think I'm like yeah, prawn suit area. All right, so we're above the prawn suit mining site. So if I keep going this way, I think there was some icebergs over, at least at one point. I want to say there were some icebergs over here. I mean, it makes sense because there's the big ice shelf for them to break off of. Or maybe I just need to go back and recharge. I'm getting lower than normal in power because I keep having to pop electric shocks. And you know what? We go get some food. Not so much food, water. Water's the big thing. It's right behind me there. I think I'm gonna let this charge and we'll head towards the new glacial basin area. I know last time we went through a bunch of the area with that, but maybe there's a spot over there I didn't quite see enough of, and it was there, and I am losing spores. I've lost 2 on this side and 1 on that side now. I want to know why my spores are disappearing now. I didn't have this problem before. I guess that's kind of getting to be irritating because I like using them for decoration, and if they keep disappearing, that doesn't work for decorations. Let's see, we're gonna drink that. You know what? I'm gonna toss a couple of these in just because I think I've got plenty of them already. And yeah, copper. Go ahead. Here we go. Alright, I made some extra spicy melon salad. So that gets my food way up. But of course doesn't do much for water. So we'll just eat. Oh, What? Oh, yeah, that's right. It messes this up again. I don't get why that has to be so messed up. They definitely added a good number of bugs with this last update. On stuff that was working well. Oh, wait, that's right. I need to eat some more of these because that's healing power. Look at that. Perfectly healthy again. So, greenhouse. Still nothing on that. Just cryptic directions. I'm assuming at some point we're going to hear some kind of like distorted thing for that. Or it's like you're getting some kind of weird sound, or they just haven't decided what the cryptic directions are. How do you get to below zero area? You get the below zero game. It's not a DLC, as much as people want to try to call it that. It's not a DLC for the original game. It is a standalone game, and there's no going between the two areas. Hi, Eric. I still need a compass. I have played this game and the original game without a compass, and I usually don't need a compass, just because I get used to where my character's at based on the terrain, based on the environment stuff, and of course seeing markers. So, oh, I just collected 2 things from them. I know, like, there's the supply cache, there's one of the little shortcuts for the glacial basin. So yeah, I don't mess with the compass that much. It's actually not even really that... It never proved that useful to me. I would find, you know, something else. It's just there's so many other things they could do with this for that part that could be equally, if not more, useful. And I think I've got plenty of salt for now. We'll take 1 water with me, and right, my little buddy gave me some more stuff, so we'll put that up. So give this a second, and we'll have that. So we're looking for Marguerite's greenhouse, which goes back to, we have a message that's cryptic, but it doesn't really tell us anything, and we don't hear anything, so that's about as cryptic as you can get. You don't provide any information. But we'll try this, and we'll go from here and see. Still feels like DLC compared to original. Well, you know, they are redoing the story right now. I guess maybe because it felt too much like a DLC for some people, or people it just felt like the story was nowhere near as good. But it's not going to be like a DLC where there's so little content added. There's a lot of new content, and you don't have to have the original game to play this. It's a, you know, a completely independent storyline. There's nothing tying back to the original game. There we go. Alright. And, oh, I've got to repair this somehow. Still, that must have been damaged when I bumped into something, because if you get attacked, it always damages the cabin module, not any of your attached modules. So yeah, let's see. That, I think, is the start of the icebergs in this area, which, again, I've already been through this, and I feel like I covered everything. But at the same time, I know there might be some place I missed over here. We'll try this. Say last time we went through here, and there was that attached, or that area that connects into what used to be the shortcut into the glacial basin that was, or really the ice spires that I was using previously, and they retextured that with this last update. You know, of course they had to mess with my shortcut. I had it so nice and set up, and they just had to go mess with it. So that direction, I want to say that I know is where we were last time. And we're right here by the little secret cache, which is also part of this, that same connected area. see. There's a little ramp incline over here, it looks like. If we can get into this area. I miss the glory days of launching yourself way out of the water with the Sea Glide. That was always fun. Get yourself to some new interesting place that you couldn't get to before. They had to go and mess that up. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, come on. I had that. Oh, you trying to freeze me? Come here, I'm gonna cook you. Yep. Ah, cook you too. Okay, it looks like there's space there, but I was actually inside the wall. This is why the Sea Glide needs like a booster element to it. An emergency, oh, get me out of here, that we can also use to launch ourselves onto an iceberg. I mean, there's nothing there I can see, but still be nice to be able to launch out of the water over to there. I don't think it's in this area. Or if it is, it's tucked back around that way. Which is where I was going with the sea truck anyway, so. Oh, maybe but by the time I find this, we'll have another update. I feel like this is part of what I did last week. So we did that. I remember seeing this before in the game. Like in the past, before even the Frostbite update. But it was this last update that changed it where this actually leads around in a useful way to... I want to say this is what leads me into that... Yeah. I think this is also where it glitched to me last time. Yeah, I want to say this is where it glitched because of that. Because that leads up into the Ice Spire's back entrance area. But if you wanted a secret base, that would be one good spot to build into. I mean, again, being hidden is what she wants, so you think she would build her greenhouse in some place that at least has her slightly hidden, not just apparently on an iceberg floating out in the water for everyone to see. Alright, we'll try this spot now. I think I did this one last time as well. Yeah, I did, because it brings me up behind that tower. Another spot you would be like, yeah, you don't want to build next to a tower that they might need or that they might use for signaling. I just don't see her building her greenhouse in this area. just wouldn't make sense to be like, yeah, right there next to the Altera stuff. And she's a fugitive still, as far as we're getting from the story. She's hiding from them. At least, you know, fugitive in the aspect that she doesn't want to be picked up by Altera. So, if you're a fugitive, you don't go and hang out right next to the place where... You don't go hang out at the donut shop where the police like to go. And I'm back into this area. So yeah, this is all part of that same interconnected area. And see, perfect. Like right, well, except for the land building still being problematic. I mean, build yourself a base tucked away somewhere in here. It's not so easily visible, unless you happen to fly over it and look down. This is actually the perfect place for her base to be, if she needs the greenhouse to be open to, you know, sunlight, so it can be better growing conditions. Oh, you get stuck? I think he got stuck. Well, he's got his mouth above water. He might be trying to reverse. Well, I guess if the fish goes out of water intentionally, are they trying to still drown themselves? Does this still count as drowning? Because I think that's what he's doing. He has given up on his below zero lifestyle. Like, hey, go talk to your friend. He's over there. I'll come back down into the water. What? Check. This is, yeah, there's the dock. So I know what's in here. She would not build a base in here of any kind. That's too close to where Altera is working, so... I just can never see anything in the distance because of weather. Yeah, they do need to, well, let's say add another submarine. They need to at least add a good submarine. We either need the Cyclops back or we need something comparable to the Cyclops, because the Sea Truck is not comparable to the Cyclops. It's not reliable enough, it's not full-featured enough, and it's not customizable enough to take the place of the Cyclops. They need to add another one in there, and I feel like this is where I was already at, or I was at another one identical to this. But yeah, we need a proper submarine in the game, and Sea Truck's not it. Sea Truck's not going to be it. I don't think there's any tweaks they could do to it at this point that's going to make it take the place of a fully customizable submarine, of something that we actually have the ability to do customization in by, like, oh, I want to put a locker right here, and I can. Sea Truck's not going to do that unless they add that element to the Sea Truck. It's never going to take the place of the Cyclops. Needed Easter egg locations to discover. Flashlight, they've got a flashlight or a headlamp. The problem is it's not a functional headlamp in the way you would expect, because you basically cannot use it with any helmets. And I've said I think they need to turn it from being a standalone head piece that takes the place of a helmet to being one that you use as an attachment for a helmet. Because it makes sense to have it as one you can just toss on your existing coal suit helmet, your coal suit mask, Because that's where you really will need it the most, is when you're out in the cold at night trying to find your way around. And not so much in the caves, because you're not so worried about temperature in caves. It's really more beneficial for walking at night in the glacial basin, in the ice spires. If you're, you know, crazy enough to just walk around freely in the ice spires without any kind of protection. So why is it that it has to take the place of the cold suit helmet, which kind of defeats the purpose of having the cold suit helmet on to keep yourself warm, because that's going to expose part of you to the cold. What's that? Whoa. Okay, that's different. I don't remember a big blocky area in part of the map. We gotta go check this out. Well, that's interesting. And it's not even like it's there. Look, it's like part of it, you know, still had texturing underneath it. It's just like it's just got thrown in there. I can understand coming up from the water, but I don't remember seeing it where you could see this sort of thing like from the water's edge. And it's not like this is someplace we're climbing up. Maybe we will be climbing up here. Oh, I'm kind of gone to the edge of the map now. Where is this? Well, I have just done nothing but follow around the edge. And I'm now at this area, which I feel like, yeah, this is where I've been before, but I came from the other direction where we went all the way around the outside of the map to get back to here. And I don't remember having one like that where it was just a straight, here it is, sticking out of the water type of thing, or, you know, sticking up above the water level where it's just perfectly visible. Hey, Prime Sonic. So you're finally getting back to normal, somewhat normal life over there, Prime Sonic? Helmet having lights in the trailer. I mean, I don't know about lights, because it's just that. Well, that's the rebreather that I have. Let's see, I have that, which is just kind of like, you know, a ski helmet type thing with a visor. But it's still, that's the one that makes the most sense to be able to say headlamp. You strap it on over that, you know, you just add it to on top of the helmet. You don't have to take the helmet off for that. I just don't get why the headlamp is still done that way. It seems like it just makes sense, but like, you know what, let's just take any imagery of it, make it where it sits over the active helmet, and turn it into an upgrade that goes on to, like, right here. It's one reason why I'm holding out for that to happen, because I think that is an absolute definite must happen, because it makes sense to do it that way and not the way it's done right now. It just makes the headlamp next to useless, because you only want to use it in a cave that's really dark. Otherwise, you're going to suffer from the cold exposure to at least some degree. We've got whales. Now, I could probably find it a lot easier if there was the more often visible, you know, clear skies type of weather, as opposed to the almost never clear skies type of weather. There's always some kind of mist or haziness to it that obscures in the distance. Oh. Okay, another, I don't remember this Maybe I do. Let's... Okay, yeah, I remember that. Not necessarily this spot. Oh, yep, there we are. We're right above the ship. So this is one of those other areas that we know some kind of big biome thing is coming. I can only assume it's going to be out, like, coming up and going out of the water, because I don't see a reason to have it sticking that far up compared to other terrain around it if it's not going to be a raised area like a mountain cliff type of thing. Okay, so I'm kind of back in the area I was in earlier. I just need to glitch it the right way consistently so I can see if there's any stupid icebergs I've missed in the distance. If I can see all the way to the precursor facility on the mountain when it's clear, I should be able to see the iceberg if it ever goes clear. Come on. Can I get up here? Yes. Huh. No, I never even thought about trying. It goes green for a second. As part of that weird building above water aspect of the game. Then it jumps. Okay, maybe it's not actually letting me target over the lily pad itself. No, it's like, no, you can't target over the lily pad, so apparently wherever I'm targeting counts as far enough off of the lily pad. But at least it's a nice visible way to get around. If the storms would ever clear, I might be able to use this to see things. Alright, so you can walk on the little branches that stick out. I'm just gonna walk my way around. Now I really want to build over this. I just really like the idea now of building on top of the lily pads and have a lily pad supported base. And we can make it all about plants, all about greenhouse here, because it be, you know, it's a, we can make it green so it blends in with the lily pad. So, you know, somebody's just driving past, looking down from space, they look at it like, oh yeah, it's just part of the lily pad. Look, it's green. Doesn't even think to stop and check out, oh hey, that's actually a base there. Like, no, it's a lily pad. And it'll be our greenhouse, and it'll be so well camouflaged that nobody would ever find it. You messed up my jump there, Mr. Whale. Oh. Might I be getting a little reprieve of weather? I can see things?
Vital signs stabilizing.
I'm thinking it's got to be a glacier thing in this direction. 'Cause there's that. Yeah, I'm like way out here. I'm thinking this is like the edge area of maybe where we had the juveniles previously. Like I'm getting into that section of the map. And being unable to get out of the water now. Oh, come on. I could climb out of that. I've already done it. There. Alright, so that's the, I want to say iceberg where we had that installation earlier. How about that? Maybe not. I want to say this is one I've already went to. And, you know, you're going to build on an iceberg anyway. You want to build on a big, spacious one. So you think it'd be like this one, and oh, that shark is right on my tail. Yeah, I want to say this is the one we went earlier. But hey, you know what? Food. Ice fruit. Yep. I've totally ditched my sea truck. Alright, so I can see a little bit. Yeah, so that's where I was exploring earlier, and oh. So I looked here, I looked over there, and because of haze, I missed that, and that looks like it might be a dome type structure. Or, well, it might just be a dome of snow and ice. All right, flip it, flip. He's doing it too. Here, you want some help? Look, here you go. Dropping you. There you go. Have fun, buddy. I missed that earlier too. This has gotta be the area that she built in. I'd build in this area just because it looked interesting. Like that. Oh yeah, there it is. Perfect timing too. Dangerous weather approaching. Hey, I see a glimpse of a shelter up there. A good distance away from my sea truck too. How can I find my way up? What's with the hoopfish flipping out all over the place? Alright, let's eat a little bit. Guess I'm going this way. Yeah, so look for one of the tall incline ones, and then the little, I don't know what you call that. Looks like a rudimentary Stone Age type tool. And this is totally not hidden. It's one of those things I would just stumble across. Okay. All right. So we at least have this part for the story. Okay. Yeah, uh-huh. Alright, better than the cryptic directions that I didn't hear anything? Oh, she threw me a treat and I threw it at the, I was wondering why I was holding. Okay, I had to tab to get out of that. That's a little strange. Plant pots, finally. A little late, but hey. I don't know why that marble melon has to be scanned separately when I've already scanned other marble melons. That seems very out of place. I still want to be able to scan and build these. And oh, hey. Scan you. Just to tickle. So really not much going on here. That was, that's disappointing. And that's not even the big room. I mean, oh. I mean, that's a shorter version of the big room that I can't make. I'm still waiting for them to address that request from people, is let us shorten and extend the large room like she apparently can do. You know, she gets options that we don't get. That's not fair. Alright, there is that precursor tech that I, stumbled across earlier. So if the weather's clear, you'll see this. If the weather's not clear, then there it is. Giant frogs or toads to be on the lily pads. I don't know about that. I don't know if that would kind of work in this. Because, I mean, it'd have to be some kind of... Maybe something that uses the lily pads to live on. But the fact is, we're in such a cold environment. Everything that's kind of above water level has some kind of thermal insulation aspect to it. So you'd have to have like a furry frog. Something that's hairy to keep it warm. The stalkers are kind of polar bear inspired. You can tell like they got that kind of the fat, the blubber aspect to keep them warm, along with the fur, so they can survive getting cold when they go swimming and come back out. But otherwise, you'd have a frog or something that's used to swimming and goes on the lily pad to breathe air. It's going to kind of be a case of, well, it can't stay up there for very long if it can't regulate its body temperature in the cold. Because this is a cold environment. It's not like we're seasonal here. So it would be a case they'd have to have some way to do, it'd be a furry frog or something like that, something that can regulate temperature itself, or has some way that it is considered to go underwater and sleep at night or something like that. There we go. I like how it waits until I get back to my vehicle to unlock the things I've already unlocked. Alright, so now she's there. If she's in the greenhouse, we already know she is not going to be back at her normal base. She was there getting some food. So we can go back to the normal base, a regular place of operations, and she should not be there now. I want to know how she transports that snow stalker around. The development on BZ is a little slow, especially in comparison to what they were originally claiming it was going to be. Like, the original claims was it would have been out on full release already. And obviously is not even close to full release quality. So yeah, it's a slow development, but it's not that slow when you look at it. I mean, there are other games on Steam that are quite popular that have been in early access for 7, 8, 10 years even, and are still not finished, and don't look as good as this, don't play as well as this, or play as well as the original game. So yeah, it's slow, but it's not really that slow overall in comparison. I mean, they're on a good pace still, even with the delay of redoing the storyline. When you compare it to other games that are currently on Steam Early Access, and are nowhere even close to being as polished as this, and have been on there for longer than the original Subnautica was in development, and since then been released. I just hit something and heard it. Beat these little crevices. Just give me the sea truck back. I'm getting so tired. I mean, not sea truck, this sea moth back. I could actually maneuver around and do stuff in here. Just take the sea truck out of the game. Just stop wasting time developing it. Just put back in the sea moth and the cyclops and save time. You know, they did that cut some stuff out of what they'd have to worry about developing, and you'd make a lot of players happy again. Alright, I've bumped around enough on that. I think I've been to this one and unlocked it in this game save, but if not, we're gonna check. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna consider it good. And maybe I can get back out of here easily enough. Gonna go straight up and out, I hope. Alright, so this is the lower vent garden. If I am right, my positioning, because yeah, this is, I believe, the lower one. Which means it's the upper level one that has access to her base. I build in the water around the pads, it'll go over them. I'm sure it will. I mean, it was giving me the option to build floating in the air in the space kind of between the pads. And oh, I think he killed? No, he didn't kill the shark. And he is really close for this area. Thermal plant scan. I already have it, but you know, I also have plenty of titanium, so I'm not gonna worry about it right now. And I've got sea monkeys gathering up supplies for me, so I'm hoping that should be enough for a while. And come on. There we go. Now, I need to get used to the lily pad entrance now, because that's so much easier to maneuver into. All right, oh, wait, no. He's there. But he's not in the way. He's not laying on the floor, it shows right now, but he is still there at the moment. She's back already. Of course she beat me back here. She knows exactly how to get here. Well, I didn't see her suit at the other one, so where'd she put her suit at the other one? Now she's back in her... She's working on her invisible tablet. I think it's safe to say she really has gone crazy. She's playing with an invisible tablet. Scans. I still want these. Toilet. Sink. And shower. Really seems so strange we have to wait so long to get these. Okay. Well, I guess she's here waiting for me to come back for whatever reason and hide. I do. Easiest way to kill a snow stalker. Or not. Alright, I'll leave you two weirdos alone. There you go. Sealing you in. I might weld the door shut. I don't think you need to be out. Okay, so, new stuff. Or at least I got the shower and everything unlocked. And, no, well, I've got everything out of here. So, yeah, okay, let's head back. Okay, let's go with the lily pad exit. I believe this is it. Yeah, there we go. This brings us right next to Omega Base, if I remember right from last time I came through here. It's just a matter of finding that right spot to go in and coming back down. Okay, I heard squid shark, I believe. I know why she built there. I mean, look how many sea monkeys there are around. She's got her own little army of resource collectors. And this is a new spot. That's a different place that I came out of. But it's still the same general area. Okay, well, yeah. Basically, you're there, and along kind of this area, there's somewhere in there, yeah, that like little crevice. All of that you can find. It's a little bit easier to maneuver in than the vent garden area now, since they made a much tighter squeeze in those tunnels. It used to be a lot easier to get through the vent garden area. And it's not that far from the purple vents. So, really not that bad of a trip to get there. A frog with heat glands. Maybe have it like the frog toad creature sits there and does the ribbit with the throat, and when he does that, it radiates heat. Make that kind of like the feature, like we have the heat plants, like heat fruit, then you have the little flower plants that generate heat and like to target you when you walk past. So why not have a toad frog thing that rivets and does like the throat swells up and generates like a heat thing. So maybe it's like, if you don't attack it, it's friendly to you, and you could get on there and stand next to them, and they'll go like that and generate little pulses of heat. Well, not pulses, but it'd be like, you know, swell up, a little bit of heat, shrink back, swell up, a little bit of heat, shrink back, like that, so it can help you survive. Well, at the same time, if you're doing that in the lily pads, why don't you just jump in the water and stay warm there? You know, it would be a nice touch visually, but it actually doesn't need to be done because you've already got the mechanic you need. Just jump in the water.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I feel like there's some things that they don't want to do just for the fact of you know, it'd be a cool touch, but do you really need it in the game? The less extraneous stuff that they put in, the less they have to worry about bugging the game in certain ways, the less they have to worry about debugging things that aren't working right. So it could be a cool little feature, but not something I don't think they would actually put it in the game at this point. We'll actually go ahead and take this out. And we'll let that charge. Look at some water. And actually okay. Some food and water at the moment. But we have new supplies for building. So yeah, let's do our shower install now. And you know what, we'll do the toilet. Actually, we'll do it like this. A little bit of room there, and then the sink coming off the wall next to that. I think that's alright. Toilet's a little too far forward, sink's just slightly too far forward. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna, I know the toilet likes to stick into the wall somewhat. I don't want it to do that. They may have fixed that finally. No, I can see it glitching into the wall just a little bit. Looked like it looked like it was going into the wall, at least along the base of it. Try it right. Okay, maybe that'll work. So we need a total of 6 titanium. Make our living quarters a little bit more filled in. Not interesting. Not helping us really. It's just cosmetic. Ooh, I've got planter pots too now. We need to put those in place. We might decorate a bit up here now. There we go. All right, we've got. Yeah, we need a planter pot. Of course, we don't exactly have the most decorative plants right now, but we could try. Oh, well, what's the? Is it this one? The leafy fruit. We might see if it'll plant in there. If not, we go with a Chinese potato. Let's go with it. I want to see how it looks. I want to see if it like spreads outside the pot, because it's designed a little bit too big for the pot design. Alright, so we've got a planter pot there. We'll definitely need to do some planter pots and stuff upstairs as well. Look at how many I've got going now. Now I was about to build another containment. So I've got 6. 6 in there total at the moment. Fire-breathing frog? I wasn't saying like necessarily a fire-breathing frog, but like a frog that just radiates heat as it swells up its throat, kind of thing. Timmy, swell up your throat. Let's see. We got, well, not really swell up your throat, but let's see. You got treat time while we wait for some batteries to charge. All right, look up. Look up. Oh, got the throat. So yeah. But yeah, I think it's a cool idea. I just think they would have to have a reason to do it. And again, if you didn't see it earlier, people always ask, what do I eat? Spicy stuff. This is my new thing. Let's get like, you know what? That last one has some real kick to it. Let's see if I got. Oh yeah, that's kind of an ugly looking one right there. That's like, it's not so bad on one side, but the other side is like really red. This is Carolina Reaper and Maruga Scorpion coated peanuts. And this is the wild version. They do have mild, which is kind of like the amount of coating, I guess, and the mixture of the pepper. It doesn't smell that bad. It doesn't smell that heinous. That's not as bad as the last one. That last one had like a hidden little pocket of seasoning in there that just kind of surprised me. Almost made me start tearing up on the last one. This one's actually fine. Definitely don't eat them on an empty stomach, though. Make sure you got something in your stomach. Otherwise, you might not have a pleasant bit of time later after you consume them. You know, I've got a lot of titanium. Let's just do a couple plant pots here. And then maybe, I don't know. Maybe we do like this, actually. And move these to like the corners. Now let's stick with the chic. I'll save the other salvage for later, just in case they still decide they want to use it for something special. Alright, one there. Those actually can sit by themselves the way they are for the moment. Well, I think I'm gonna stick with these. Hey, it's a snack. It's a little bit bigger, more decorative looking. It's something we haven't had in the past. Still want to be able to plant the heat fruit. Boom. Let's take some seed monkeys. There we go. 3 sea monkeys. Now for now, I'm just going to put them in storage in here. And what we'll do at some point, we'll go and I'm just going to dump them out somewhere. Oh, that's not going to work. Yep, I'll get like 4, 5 of them, maybe 6 of them, and we'll go dump them. I don't know. We'll find some place, but we'll dump them somewhere so we can have a good test bed to see if they decide to bring anything outside the titanium, copper, and quartz stuff they've already brought. And we'll just we'll go from there. Timmy, one more, but you gotta say hi. Can you say hi? Can you? Who's my buddy? Who's my buddy? Who's my buddy? Who's my buddy? Want to see that paw? Who's my buddy? Oh no, who's my buddy? Good, there we go. Alright. Okay, I think he's fine. I missed the 2 other rooms. Are there actually anything else in the other 2 rooms? Because there didn't used to be anything in the other 2 rooms. At her, are you talking about her base or the greenhouse? Because the greenhouse doesn't have much going on. As far as her base, there wasn't ever anything else in there that I could use in the past. But let's see, that's still draining, but we are gaining power, so that's charged. Yeah. When we go back, actually this time we'll try to go back the way I came out. We'll go to the lily pads again. And there are sea monkeys all through that area, so we'll just see if any of them want to be really friendly and bring me some stuff while I'm in that area. That'd also be an interesting test to see, do tamed sea monkeys, the ones you raise yourself, that you let out into the water, do they tend to bring you more goodies than the ones that are just naturally spawned in? Like, if I put 6 sea monkeys in one little area that I raised, and I sit there and accept items from them for like 30 minutes, and then I go somewhere else where there's 6 sea monkeys in that one area that naturally spawn, and I sit there for 30 minutes, are they going to have a differing, like notably differing amount of drops that they bring me from one group to the other? Because, I mean, original game Stalkers didn't bring you anything. You had to tame them and they bring you some stuff, or, you know, at least collect stuff and take it to a certain area for you. But question is, are they going to do that same approach here, where are they going to have that big of a difference between them? That's not supposed to be there like that. Missing a little something. Yeah, there should be something there. I don't think it's supposed to just be floating like that. Oh yeah, let's see. There we go. Is it one of these? Past it again. There we go. Alright, so Omega Base, the entrance was this here, that, or right over here. I won't say it was, I go in here. I just follow along, and not that cave. want to say it's one over here that I can take, and that's the one that leads direct, or most direct, I've seen, into the area for Marguerite's base. I'm gonna say it's, yeah, up a little bit. Is that? I think that might be it there. Or not. Or maybe part of that? No, it's not that one. There is one through here that connects into that other tunnel I came out of. I remember that because I stumbled in there accidentally. Maybe it's this one. I remember I found a lot of scans in that tunnel. Because it was not that far away from the upper ridge. I feel like it was one I could see down into as well a little bit. There's also, there was a squid shark that got in there at one point. I think this is it. No, it's not. Okay, so we're right next to the wreckage. I don't remember it being that close to the wreckage. Seriously want to find this just to make it easier to remember this later. Let's see if we're okay, so we're on the right side of it that I need to be on. Magic plant is strong enough to stop my movement with the afterburner and not even bend over a little bit. Yeah, coming out to the one of the unrefined edge areas. Yep. Alright, so not that little, I guess, say ravine kind of looking section. More scans. Alright, so we're back here. It was a lower tunnel path, but not super low. Wasn't like way down here. almost to the spore area. It was up a little bit higher, and it had a bunch of sea monkey nests that had scannable blueprint parts. I have to be right at the same level or below it. It could not have been that much lower than this. Didn't see anything that looked like eggs there. Yeah, I'm way too low. Should not be seeing flower spores if I was at the right level for that cave. I went through that earlier. Maybe this is it. I feel like, no, I went through this earlier because, yeah, sky open above it, but there's also nests right here. Yeah, I feel like this is where I came out earlier because I came out next to one of those broken lily pads. I just didn't go. I didn't make the right turn somewhere or something. Maybe I'm on the right track now. Yeah, because we were close to that guy. I believe it's the same one. Yeah, this has got to be it. There we go. I still want to know how she gets the stalker to go with her. That snow stalker she has, like, it's got to follow her. Because it's not like she's taking a vehicle, you know, up that she can carry it in. So it's got to swim out with her to the surface, back down from the surface. I mean, she's got to have it trained well enough to do that. And it goes back to, I mean, why can't I do that? And how long can a stalker hold his breath? And okay, nothing. I got the PDA. That was it. That was the only thing I had missed earlier. I got this stuff, but you can't collect lantern or bulbo. We've tried that already in the past. First time I saw it. He is not very clean. Yeah, she is not a clean person. She needs a housekeeper. I don't know, you know, why she's got her first aid kit right there. I hope they give us the ability to take more stuff later on, like, you know, come in here and collect a few more things, since we took an upgrade module right off the floor like it was nothing. Taking PDAs. Why can't we take some of the toys and such? Still working on her invisible tablet. Okay, that's enough of this. And I'm not even going to bother trying to go into the purple caverns right now from here, because I don't even want to try to navigate my way back down there. I always find my way out from there somehow, but finding my way into there from here, no. That's not as easy as the purple vents. Alright. Let's hang out with some sea monkeys. Let's see what they do. I've got my own in storage here. So, let's just see. Hey, bring me. Yep, quartz. Thank you. Right off the bat, being generous. Alright, how long is it going to take for you? Oh, hey, that one really likes me. Oh, thank you, quartz. Alright, come on, get to work. Quartz! Alright, so it's still titanium, copper, and quartz are the only things I'm ever getting from them, but that was 4 items like that. Like me not even doing anything. They just bring me that stuff. And there's obviously gold in the area, and they're not bringing me any gold. Or plants or anything. Gold's shiny. If it's a shiny element, then they can certainly bring gold. They're obviously breaking stuff to get titanium and copper. So why can't they break something to bring me some gold? Okay. Slowing down. Oh. He's like, hey, I got something for you. I just want to stay out as close as I can to running out of oxygen. And see how much I get from this. Because 2 gold I picked up, okay? 1 titanium, I believe. I mean, yeah, there's a 3rd one over there, but it's mainly these 2 that are bringing me stuff. That is surprising how much I've already gotten from this. Where'd you go? Oh, they're having to go further out now to find stuff. That's what it is. Hey, you. Do like your friends. Get to work. Come on. Oh, hey, look. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're all just congregating here now. So stay close to the nest. And, oh yeah, you get stuff that they bring and drop off there too. So you've got some copper ore in there. Alright guys, come on. A little bit more. Who's gonna bring the last one? Oh, got it. Yeah. So, yeah. Few pieces of gold and titanium that I got myself doing things, but most of that was from them. just bringing me stuff right in this area because I'm next to a nest. That's really surprising how much they brought to me. That seems that's way more than like stalkers used to do. But it's still limited to titanium, copper, quartz so far. Where was that nest? Here it is. Oh, no, there it is. Alright, this time I am not going to, like, even collect anything. I'm just gonna let them bring me stuff. And at the end, we'll then open the inventory up and see how much I get. Hanging out by the nest. Because that's almost like, okay, I need titanium for building stuff. I'm just gonna raise a bunch of sea monkeys, deploy them in an area, and go out and sit and let them bring me everything. Like, you just bring me everything I need. I mean, or not everything. I mean, they'll bring me stuff I don't need, you know, once I get to a certain point. Like a lot of copper and quartz that I might end up with a surplus. But this is also the case. Just find a set of nests with a bunch of sea monkeys. Like here, I've got 4 in close proximity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in close proximity. And I just sit here and they just bring me stuff. So even if you don't want to raise and release sea monkeys yourself from eggs, this is a totally viable way to get plenty of supplies. Especially stuff that, if you're struggling to find the outcroppings for, or at least, again, titanium, copper, and quartz. That's the only thing they're bringing. I would hope they'd expand that to include stuff that's in the area that's got like a, you know, oh, this is shiny, so let's take him this piece of ruby because it's shiny. It's got a nice look to it, so it catches their attention. They're like, oh, he might like this. Oh, and they brought some copper ore in too. I think I just found like a really active nest. Oh, he's coming. He's on a mission. He's like, I got it quick. Here you go. Thank you. Come on, hug. Let's hug it out. You can take this even further with you get like brain coral, if that's, you know, gets in the game where we can plant brain coral. Make a planter bed, put some brain coral in there, and just basically be like, I'm gonna sit here and just gonna keep filling up my O2 with these bubbles while they bring me stuff.
30 seconds.
Okay, come on. There we go. Last one. Alright, how much did I get? So we're looking at highlighted items. That's how much I got just sitting there with them bringing it to me. And these are normal spawned sea monkeys, not tamed, raised in my, you know, my spot sea monkey, and I apparently hurt one of them. What a way to say thank you for all the free stuff. I smack them with the sea truck. I am so grateful for their help. I just run into them. Oh, yeah, we'll grab the scan too. Might as well. And another piece of titanium. And we'll grab a piece of quartz too. Yeah. That is definitely an interesting aspect of the sea monkeys. I wonder if they're going to tone that back a bit. Maybe make it where it's a much lower rate of occurrence with the natural spawned sea monkeys as opposed to your tamed, raised in a, you know, glass container sea monkeys. Because that definitely is a helpful mechanic for, like, me when I'm struggling to find titanium later in the game. Because I've used up so much on building a big base somewhere. Yeah, I think I'm going to be stockpiling some sea monkeys, because that was 5 in the end. I saw 5. I wonder what would happen if I just put 10. Let 10 of them out all at once in one spot, right outside like a little base area, and let them just keep bringing me stuff. I just jump out of the base. You know, just a base to have some oxygen, so I'm not having to go through the weird animation with the sea truck. I just let them bring me stuff over and over and over again. And he still came after me. There's my little sea monkey buddy over there. He's still in the area, so gives me hope that they will stay and not just randomly wander off, randomly despawn, but you release them into an area they're going to stay. Because I haven't been around here that much so far in this stream. But he's still here. I mean, that just bumped my copper reserves up a good bit right there. And a little gold does not hurt. Yeah, I think that might be a test option. We might be going somewhere and just placing down like 10 sea monkeys all together, just to see how quickly they can bring me stuff. And I'm thinking Purple Crystal Caverns could be a fun little place to release a bunch of them. So that would make getting certain supplies down there a little bit easier. Yeah, that was a big boost. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna let you get your population back up a little bit. That was surprising, I will say that. I can't believe it was that easy. Hi, William. Thanks for joining in. Yes, Prime, they did this tweak or change. It wasn't Frostbite, I don't think. I think it was one before that. That they kind of listened to players saying the sea monkeys are really annoying, stealing your stuff all the time. And people were wanting something to, like, if you could raise them with eggs, they're like, we want to be able to do something like they're like stalkers. So now it's the sea monkeys will bring you stuff, like just being playful, kind of like, you know, dolphins are playful with humans in interactions a lot of the time. So I think they went more with that kind of style, like, yeah, not stalker, but sea monkeys. And now, yeah, the sea monkeys will bring you stuff even without being tamed. I'm really surprised though at how much I got from them in that one little trip there. That was a very surprising amount. I wouldn't have expected to be that quickly, just based on my interactions with the one I've let go here. I didn't think it'd be that fast. And there were parts where it was kind of, you know, I'm sitting there waiting, and then finally they come. And there's one of my flower spores that drifted away. I don't know why they're getting knocked around. It's got to be some kind of interaction bug between certain items causing them to, like, shoot. away from where they're supposed to be because it's acting like they're collisioning with something. I'm here. You tried to escape and you're not. Oh. Alright, he can go because I found that. Oh, no, can't get away. I had time to even stop and pick a table coral sample and he still didn't get away. Because I want to save my sea monkeys right now for that test. These. Whoa. Okay, so I know what flower spore that was. It was one of the ones in the corner that, since starting the stream, was there and now isn't. I really hope they fix that. Hey, yeah, give me that. Alright, you go back about your business, monkey. Yeah. I am liking having sea monkey buddies now. I mean, you put them in a good location with good supplies, and you can sit there and be focused on gathering the stuff from the outcroppings that you need, and then they just keep bringing you stuff while you're doing that. Granted, it's not going to be the stuff you might be breaking the outcroppings to get, but it would still be stuff you can use. Alright, come on. I need you to kick it into gear. I need you to get some more babies going. You got 4, population limit of 6 in that containment. Let's see. We got plenty of that. You know what? Yeah, let's do another one of those. Plus 30 water, which is not that great. To being honest, you know, the food's the great part because you can't go over 100 on your food meter. It won't affect the food meter above 100. Like, I'm not gonna keep going up to get like 1,000 in food. That makes sense, but it makes sense you can like overeat and be okay and not get hungry for a while because you're intaking so many calories. But you know, water, I guess, just if you drink too much, you're gonna pee it out, right? Of course, granted, we do have a toilet now. It's funny how little we actually have to pee in the game. I mean, we're swimming, you know. It's a big giant pool. We're peeing in the pool. That's all it is. Alright. I was going to give him a chance to get away. Alright, that's 3 hits. Should still be 5. You're a little too close to my base. Oh, 4. He stuck his tail out of the water and into the air. Ah. Alright, here we go. We're gonna get. Had to get a screenshot. Gotta have good screenshots. What you got? Copper ore. Yeah, what's that? Alright, so that one got moved again. Not too far away, but it was right here. It's been moved. That might be the sea monkey bumping it now. But why is this one suddenly out here? And there's supposed to be 3 on each side. And I've got only 2 on one side and now 2 on this side. And it just immediately bumped out again. I don't want to drop this. I want to actually see me, like, holding it, kind of like doing that. I won't be able to see me holding it like I'm going to place it in a certain spot and then it stay there. That one's okay. Alright, that one got moved again. It's crazy lady. She's mad about me messing with her. So she's coming and messing with my decorative flower spores. That's it. She's just being... She's a cranky old lady. She's trying to keep herself entertained. Let's go make sure this bioreactor is just fully loaded. I'm sure if I put the crypto in there, it would really power up that bioreactor for a little while. Like, that's a good power source right there. Oh, got one more. Thank you. Didn't even give him time to do the presentation animation to it. Just like, don't have time to waste on that. Now, if they would bring, like, fish for you to eat, that'd be kind of interesting. Or, you know, fish for your bioreactor. That'd be an interesting little change. See what I planted these and they are not sticking out. We got one plant or one fruit piece on each. We got one going there. And how did you get in here? And now I can't place him down. I should have left him alone. He glitched in and was much more useful in here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, go. Do your thing, or wherever. Oh, there he is. Boom. Oh, I'm so happy. They're like, hug it out. I want to be able to hug them. Like, seriously, when they bring it, you take it, and they get all happy. What if we could hug them? Well, if that was an animation option, like high five, pat their head, clap your hands, and then hug. Like the way we do with the pet ones. Or the tri-valve, whatever they are in this, and of course the cuttlefish in the first game. What if we could do like that with the sea monkeys when they bring us stuff? I think we should have that. Obviously, the ability to do that sort of thing is already in the game code. Just need to apply it to sea monkeys when they do that particular animation type thing, when they bring you stuff. I think we'll have enough biofuel for a little while. Yeah, we'll go toss these in. What do I have? Take quartz. Actually, didn't get any quartz that time from the sea monkey. But yeah, let's say I put a locker over here. And this is going to be excess fuel or supplies for the bioreactor. There we go. And it's still the same 4 in there. You know what? Let's go ahead and save. I haven't saved yet, I don't think. Yes, PS Gamer, I'm okay with you being late. You can always join in late. Can I play normal Subnautica another time? I can, I probably will, you know, but probably not before Below Zero goes full release, because I've already played that entire game story all the way through like 7 or 8 times now. I'm kind of needing something else, which is why I'm doing Below Zero, not regular Subnautica right now. You only play the game story so many times. Good monkey. See? Pet you on the head. Good monkey. That'd be a nice animation to have. It'd be me showing my appreciation for his hard work bringing me copper and titanium. And quartz. Alright, we're 2 hours in. I don't think we'll do it today, but I'm thinking next time I want to have like 10 of these guys and carry them down to the purple caverns and see how easily I can get supplies for building down there thanks to them. Like, just let them out. Also see if they get attacked by a Shadow Leviathan, if they bring a Shadow Leviathan. And we'll just go down there. We'll plan to build next time. Base in the Crystal Caverns, just for the fact that we know at some point we're going to be going back down there. And that way I'll have a base of operations. But I'm not going to be doing anything like going into the building the suit or anything like that yet, because I don't want to do anything that might interfere with the new story changes as they come in. Let's go ahead. We'll do some decorating. Right, yep, we're gonna do this. I don't know why we put 2 chairs, but you know what? We'll do it anyway. Just in case Crazy Lady decides to visit. I love how the chairs are made only with titanium and no cloth. No fiber of any kind. But of course the bed has to have fibers. Alright, so we got ourselves a nice little spot to relax. I'm thinking doing, like, this is the entry area, so I come in and I, you know, hang out here. Then I'll have, like, an office type area. Like, yeah, we'll do, like, this. We'll go ahead and do... And then, of course, I need quartz. We'll make use of these supplies I'm getting. We have 2 doors. One brings you in here, and the rock grub is back. I am not picking him up this time, but he needs to stay out of my bedroom. There we go. He's somewhere. He's hiding in the wall. Or maybe he went down below. Alright, let's do... Oh no, I thought that we need a desk. We need an actual desk. Actually, I don't want it to be right there. We'll do it like this. Yep, and then our command chair. Actually, you know, we're going to go with the office chair. So we have armrests for a change. And then the, well, I was going to do picture frame, but it's kind of problematic. You know, we'll do We'll do it right here. I love how I can't even see it. What else can we do? We've got snack stuff, everything like that down below. We don't want to mess with that. You know, we could do a bench in here. I don't know if I want to put it next to the shower. It seems like a bad place because the bench will get wet. Splash from the shower, because I mean, I don't see any kind of like door. Yeah, maybe trash can. We might need a trash can up here. Alright, so I need copper wire and some titanium. Do I have any wire? Yes. Get this before I forget it's there. And now I really miss the decorations mod to be able to sit there and be like, you know, I'm gonna put a PDA here, some notepad stuff, you know, put in better shelves, make it look nicer. I'm really missing that now. You know what? We'll do the jukebox. We'll do that up here. Why not? I'm not a fan of the jukebox. I never really use it. But decoration-wise, we'll use it. Okay. So we got some plants. We got a desk. What would have been a decorative TV type thing over here, except it would not show. Still haven't fixed that bug. And oh, look at that. I can scan the jukebox. I've already scanned and built. You know, because, totally.
I take a deep.
Okay, so I've just got 4. That's all we got. 4 songs, and alright, we got the 5th one there. I'm going to take one out. That way, keeping population room available. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3. That's number 4. So, 6 more to go. Just 6 more to go. That's all it is. And that's already been bumped out of the way. Look, this one got bumped over there. Now that one's been bumped over there. Maybe it's the rock grubs messing with me. I wish these would stay in place. They did not get moved around like this before the Frostbite update. That last game save, I had them placed and they pretty much stayed in place where I put them, no problem. And then he goes and messes it up. So he's part of the problem. May not be the whole problem, but he's part of the problem. Hey, you better give me something. Give me 2 things. Maybe it's you. Wait. I had 2 on this side, 1 on that side. I put 1 of those back, and now suddenly I have 3 on this side again. Are they just glitching and not showing correctly in some cases? Like, is there one right there and it's not showing? And look at this one getting moved again. Devs, fix this, please. Don't make them so appealing as decorative type items and then make it where they constantly get bumped and moved around. And that one's gone now again. same thing. Every time it just shoots straight down. For some reason, it's got some collision effect that's making it just drop. And I don't see that being a factor of my character walking out and stepping on it as I'm jumping into the water, because I don't think she's that heavy. Hey, you just messed it up. I should take that from you. I just put it there, and he just comes up and messes it all up. You can't find good help anymore and on this planet. I know when Below Zero come to PS4, it's gonna be before, I mean, after full release for PC. Julius Caesar, I am playing the game and not just reading chat the whole time. So, you know, you don't need to spam. Why about that? It's coming to the PS4 after its full release, so you're gonna have to wait for PC to be full release first. The life pod glitch and move somewhere else. I don't remember that glitch. It never happened to me. As far as I am aware, EGG Games, they have no plans to bring a full-size submarine to Below Zero. My understanding is they're sticking with the idea that because of the modularity of it, the sea truck is all you will need. Despite how many players are not happy with the sea truck, they think that it's replacing everything. But you can get the Cyclops in the game if you use cheats, or, well, creative mode. Where can I put this for now? Well, we'll toss you here. Start building up a stockpile of them. Okay, that's... yeah. 2 eggs, baby, and I think juvenile is what he looks like. It doesn't look like he's quite full grown. So we'll have, that was 4 in this sea truck. That was number 5 there. Worst case, I at least can have 6 that we take and drop into a new area. Why is it showing lead and not a lead outcropping? And yeah, it's draining power too much, so yeah, we'll wait. I kind of want to have a lot of spicy melon salads stockpiled. Let's see, we got time. We'll do this, and everything's charged up enough again, so we'll head out. Since I cannot grow heat fruit right now, we'll go get some more heat fruit. So I've got some in the sea truck in storage as an emergency food supply if need be. I got some water. There we go. That's enough. That's, yeah. We'll go get a bunch more heat fruit real quick. The easiest place is going to be heading to the docking area, the Snowfox base area. You know, I have to admit, I do not miss the other entrance into the glacial basin that we were using now that I have this dock that I know about, and it's so easy to get to the Snowfox base this way. I definitely do not miss the old method. When is full release? according to original plans, it was supposed to have already happened, but they've delayed it because they decided to redo the storyline. And they weren't even close to being finished on all the biomes and everything. So my expectation is end of the year. I would not expect it before last quarter of 2020, if not sometime beginning half of 2021. Just because they obviously want the game to do well in terms of sales. They want it to get good reviews. They do not want to disappoint people who have played the original game and have a certain standard that they're going to expect Below Zero to be to. So if they rush too much on it, trying to get it done, they're going to fall short of that quality level. So they're wanting to make sure, obviously, they have a matching level of quality for this game, as evidenced by listening to player comments about the story. And so we've got the story being redone. I really don't see them getting out before end of the year, if not next year. That's just to make sure they have the right quality level. They're going to have to put a lot more time into it. It's not just more biomes that they still have to work on, more storyline they have to finish, and getting the audio, the voice acting done. There's performance issues, bug fixes, things like that. I would expect end of the year is a good starting point to expect it to hit full release on PC, and then it goes back to, after that you'll see it being starting work on like the PlayStation option for it, or console option, PlayStation, Xbox. I think it was, yeah, there we go. Thought like this cave had a lot of heat fruit plants in it. And I'm full. So if you could take over bases in the game, existing bases to use for actual your base, or just scrap for supplies, that would be a nice little bit of food availability right there. Working at the Snow Fox base, taking it over and repurposing it. I still want to make use of the landing pad here. I feel like we need a vertical takeoff, short-range flight type vehicle. Like, it only makes sense now that we would get something like that in the game that we can use. Because there is a landing pad. I want to be able to drop it off, fly here, and just sit. And I think I brought and used the... I think I used the spy pingling over there. Alright. I came for heat fruit. Would make a lot more spicy melon salad, so let's head back. And I just emptied that one and that one and that one. So that's how fast it's replenished. I don't know if that's a factor of me going so far away and it just pops back in, or if it's just a factor of how quickly it regrows. This is where we need a snowmobile, not Snow Fox, a little snowmobile like, you know, treads or something like that for driving along. Doesn't have to be deployable. It could be kind of like the sea truck functions, but you know, you drive it, it has a little bit of storage on board, or maybe you could build like a little towable cart to use to add more storage to it, to augment it with more storage. Let's just toss in here. And make sure I got, yep. Oh, wait, nope, got room for one. Not a lot of space thanks to sea monkeys. Oh, did not mean to put the cutter in there. Let's refill again. I'm going back with so much. I'm just gonna burn through all of my marble melon. And we'll just be stuck waiting on them to grow. I kind of want to build... If we get elevators in the game, like something you can build that you build point A, point B, and it can like lift you up, because there is an elevator already in the game. If we could build something like that, I would totally build one like right there at that spot so I could climb on top of the ledge. I think that's an option that they should at least consider, giving us an elevator aspect, because we do need more buildings that are oriented specifically around land, not just, well, you build them in water and they can be built on land. I think we need stuff that's to really bring building in this game to a proper level in terms of land. We need stuff that is geared intently for land, not just it works on land. We need I mean, they've already made a change to the beacon where it's supposed to have a little spike that helps it stay in place. I did not get that to work over here with the beacon, but it's supposed to do that. It'd be great to have something like that where we could build a vertical tower, kind of like the ones nearby, like the little signal towers or just a marker tower, like that one right there. We could build something like that to mark locations, visually mark it without having the overlay, here's your marker on the screen kind of thing, like I'm seeing that, but it's more of just a visual cue. That would be nice, just because you can turn off beacons, but if you turn off the beacon marker, you don't see it from a distance very well. But that you could see a little bit from a distance, so have a marker that's more of a visual cue from you actually seeing it, not just it being displayed on your heads-up display, and having geared towards land building items that are specific to land-based structures. Having like a ramp, you know, that lets you build up to what would normally be a hatch, and instead of it being a hatch is a bulkhead. To have a bulkhead option that allows you to build it as an outside door. Have an option of using, like I said, the steps leading up, because we've got that stuff in other places already, you know, the pre-made story oriented bases. We should have that option to build. That would just expand so much on the base building in terms of land if they would add those options for us to use. And yes, some people might not like it because it goes outside being that water-based game, but for people who want to build, you'd have more places to build, and you'd have better options for building on land based areas. I just don't see how we're not getting those features. Original game, the Ghazi bases were destroyed, and he just messed up. He just knocked that out of place. I'm getting tired of this one, like right here, causing problems. Better stop messing with my spores. I just don't see how we've got that stuff in the game already as part of the game, you know, story aspect, and we don't have, you know, an option to actually use it ourselves in the game. Like, teasing us with this stuff that we want to be able to use, but we can't. And we'll just do 3 at a time, because that's all I can actually carry. So yeah, gonna make a bunch of spicy melon salad. Yes, Below Zero is a standalone game. It's you know, a lot of people said at the beginning, oh hey, they're coming out with a DLC, but no, it was decided to be a complete standalone independent game. So you don't even have to play the original game or own the original game to make use of Below Zero. It's a separate game, separate story. You know, completely separate from... Okay, what? Oh, that's... Somehow I managed to pick up that one from the back set as opposed to the front set. But yeah, they made it, instead of a DLC, it's its own game. It's standalone. There's ties to the original game, of course, and certain themes, and of course the building and everything, but you could play this independently from the original game, and there's no need to know the story from the original game, other than somebody found an alien planet with alien technology. Alright, as soon as those grow in, I will have used all of these up, and then I still have a bunch of heat fruit in here that I dropped off, and out in the storage modules of the sea truck. So I'm going to get most of that container, that fridge, filled with spicy melon salads, which I don't even think you have to use the fridge for them right now. I don't think they have a decomposition effect to them. There we go. Now this is making me want to have another planter for marble melons. I know this. Once they have it, if they're supposed to have it being added, that you can grow heat fruit, I am going to be like, all right, here's marble melons, here's heat fruit. Heat fruit's going to be like a big staple for most eating until I get the spicy melon salad unlocked, and then I'm just going to be like salad after salad, just making them, and then using, because like the heat fruit is a lot of H2O as well. That actually is like just such a great balance overall. You can really avoid the spicy melon salad and not even have to worry about it. But I want to be complete. I want to have that kind of stuff in there. So it makes sense I would have a lot of salads. It's like, oh yeah, I got that one right there. Let's see, how are we doing? One egg hatched and one juvenile has grown a little bit. But no reproduction yet. No more babies, no more eggs. So we'll have to wait. Yeah. At the least, I can get 6, I think. And we can do that next time going into the Crystal Caverns. Go down there, try to build a base, drop them out there, and just let them bring supplies. I've got a lot of titanium now. Big chunk of that came from sea monkeys. Not just this one. Here, I'll take it. Great, thank you. Got more? No. Let's see. We got... We'll say it was sea monkeys over here too. Oh, but got lead. Oh, yeah. Alright, so the sea monkeys in the lily pads, much more concentrated. There was 5 of them around that one nest. And all laser guard fragment. The egg. But no monkeys hanging around the nest. And trash fish really don't want me here right now. Come here, come here. Yeah, just hit them with a knife. Take them out before they take you out. All you gotta do. Just slap them in the face with a knife. You're okay. I think maybe, yeah, there we go. Found my way back out, and I heard. Oh, I didn't get him that time. Ah, got that one. But no sulfur. Oh, come on. It's not like I'm being that mean to you. Oh, just give up. It's like, I'm tired. Hey, you got something for me, bud? Yep. Oh. One I've missed. And didn't even make a difference anyway. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's one of the little, the markers that I remember seeing long before. Carter status report. Was this felt like it was almost a climbable spot there. And the broken Pathfinder tool. There we go. There we go. We'll get some food. Ice fruit. I'm assuming that's probably not going to be growable. Because it needs to be in ice and in water. So unless we somehow manage to plant it outside the exterior grow bed and it grows up and out in an upside down pattern, I don't see that happening. Which, it's not really that great anyway. I mean, that's... yeah, good H2O, but... I mean, you get just as much H2O quality from the heat fruit. Why not just stick with heat fruit? I don't see the ice fruit becoming a plantable item in the long run. It's just, it wouldn't be that much of an extra bit of value. Wait, you stop that! You evil sea monkey messing with my decorations. I think I'm going to have to take him out. No sea monkeys allowed here anymore. I might have to kill all the sea monkeys after they helped me build a base in the purple crystal caverns. Just to make sure they're not messing with my decorative lights if I take some of these spores down there. And actually, I've got too much on that stuff. We'll go ahead and toss the egg in. I mean, it's not going to hurt. It's only going to help speed things up a little bit. Here we go. Yeah. Alright, so mature, 2 babies, and an egg. That should keep it rolling. So that's number 6. But yeah, next time I think we should be alright. We should get a little bit more and be able to head out. Crystal Caverns, release them into the wild and let them start bringing me tons of supplies, I hope. I hope they work as well as the ones we're working in the lily pads earlier. You would think they would work just as well, unless it's a matter of there being a nest nearby that changed something, but we'll find out if that's the case or not. Yeah, take the water out. I put plenty of fuel into the bioreactor. I think we still have some extra left. Oh wow, yeah, we burned through it quick. Almost. You know, we'll just there. Only put organic items into the bioreactor, and ice fruit is not organic. Kind of like rock grubs and something else too. I can't remember what it was, but is there certain things that is like, oh wait, that's not organic? I'm not expecting it to be non-GMO or something like that, but it's like, yeah, non-organic ice fruit. Makes me really happy about what I'm eating in this game. I think they're just gonna have to fix that where it will function correctly. Well, let's see. We've got, oh yeah, we're coming up towards the end. Always at the end, I like to play around with stuff, so that, you know, it's not stuff that if I mess something up by going too far with code, you know, the commands, it's not going to cause a problem. Let's, day. And, okay, so yeah, we've been there. We know, alright, so, you know, I'll just make it easier. So, here we are. We're going towards the lily pads. Give time for it to catch up. So if you're going towards the lily pads, which is right here, there's the big structure. So there's these icebergs here. I went up this one earlier looking for things, and I went and explored through this one, which we've looked at this one recently. It's got, I mean, if you wanted to build a little base, this would be kind of a nice little spot to build, just because of some of the cave areas and then access up here. But you also have that piece of wrecked technology. It can also kind of be funny, like it looks like a mouth. It's a kaiju mouth, that's what it is. Or it's a lobster claw. One of those things. If you want to build over there, do it. But basically, you look for this, and if you find that one over here towards this area, right there, there's Marguerite's little greenhouse, so that we have a cryptic message, but isn't really that cryptic because you don't hear anything. It doesn't give you any information. And it's above the area where, I remember right, this is where the juveniles were before, the juvenile emperors. Because we came out here with the previous iteration, had to get like the enzyme, which is no longer going to be part of the game, as far as I can guess, just because we're looking for our sister, not talking to her up on the space station and being told that they might have an outbreak. terrain glitchy. Yeah. So that's all it is. It's very easy once you've encountered it. It's easy to find. It's just a matter of seeing it. In my case, I was up here looking, and I kind of looked over here to make out a little bit of the terrain, but it was so hazy from the weather that I wasn't able to see far enough in front of me to see that there. That's how it looked. It was the little mound, and I couldn't see the actual greenhouse structure. Almost feels like we need some kind of almost heat vision, thermal, infrared type stuff where we could, I mean, it won't work quite so well from a distance, but have something that could detect, like, hey, there's a heat signature out there. Maybe make it a little bit easier to see some stuff because of how often we're encountering stormy weather like this, hazy, snowy weather. Makes it so hard to see things at times. But yeah. Accelerate Leviathan versus Megalodon. I mean, we can't spawn a Megalodon, but we can spawn Accelerate and spawn a Shadow Leviathan. I've done this quite a few times. It's always fun because they actually will fight a little bit. Oh, I typed wrong. Shadow Leviathan. Alright, guys. Have at it. Boom! Ah! You know what? We need nice and clear. Let's get rid of the fog so we can see better. And spawn Snow Stalker 50! Boom. I think I launched. Yep, I launched him into the air. That very over the top collision effect. That it just launches them so far out. That's why my spores are getting launched so far away. Oh, he just... No. Cheater. You don't get to do that. He's trying to attack something in my base. I don't know why he's able to detect and attack something in my base. Alright, fight! Ultimate fight! Oh, there... Alright, we are having a fight! Like that... The Snow Stalkers are fighting the Cryptos. Man, the Cryptos are just getting attacked from every angle. Hey, you guys, quit goofing around. Get over there. Go do some stuff. Look, they're ganging up on them. He's like, help me. Hey, they are not as big as you, dude. He could totally take one of them out, I think. He's got scales. He's got protection. Oh, hey, was that one of them, or was that a Crypto over there? I want to see it. Get it, get it. Oh, he's lost them into the air. This is not as funny as Iceworm throwing one of the Snow Stalkers into the air. That's always the fun one right there, is watching that Snow Stalker get thrown. Why are you coming after him? Here. Oh look, they knocked the docking module into my fabricator module again. I think they did this last time I tried this. Let's see, can we spawn ice worm? No. Still doesn't spawn it. Let's see. There's that. Okay, come on. Yeah, render terrain. There we go. Alright, this might work right here. And it just launches them all over the place. There's my little climbing base. Alright, somewhere in this area, something's going to trigger. Ice worm. Come on, ice worm. Alright, fine. Just look menacingly at the camera right before ice worm gets you. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on the ice worm to attack. You guys you hang out there. Timmy! Come on. Oh yeah, you got a little bit less. There you go. Ice Timmy attacking the treat. Get Lego Worlds. That is, yeah, not one of my preferred ones, I would say. Ben Mac, you're streaming on YouTube or Twitch and do YouTube. Why don't you just stream on one? Yeah, I don't do console games. I do PC games. I mean, I've done console. I've played consoles in the past, but I don't really care for it as much anymore. You can't really mod and do stuff like that. I'm just much more preferable to PC gaming now than that. I do read the chat. I just also play the game. Am I bored? I mean, I'm bored of waiting for full release. I'll say that. I definitely am ready for it to be complete, and it's kind of I'm bored a little bit in that I don't want to. I'm being cautious about what I do and don't do in some cases because I don't want to mess something up by completing something that then they change with the next update, story related. Oh, we missed it. We missed the chompy scene. You know what? He likes to eat over here. We'll just throw a few snow stalkers out. And hopefully we'll catch it. But I guess I'm more bored with this than I should be, simply because I am so familiar with Subnautica. I've spent so much time on Subnautica, and this is still so close to original Subnautica that, oh, I sped it up the wrong way. Oh no, I did the wrong command. It didn't save my command. Ah. I spawned more snow stalkers, but that will help. Come on, Come on, there's so many snow stalkers. Eat one. I want to get a good look. Alright, come on. Run it. Timmy. Oh. There we go. Finally got it. Alright, Timmy. Get ready. You thrash with this ice worm. Here, alright, fine. That. Okay, maybe 1/100th of normal speed is a little too slow for this. And see, as much as I've played Subnautica and done this, this is kind of like the highlight of the game right now for me, is playing with stuff like that. Because I'm just waiting for that full release to happen, and... Okay. That's an interesting animation for him. It's kind of like skips forward a little bit, and he's like, ah, let's go speed. We'll go little bit faster. Ah! Da da da. Now we get boom. I like this. This is fun. I wish they would fight more readily in some cases, because I would make for some really interesting combat stuff, and that glitched over. Oh. What? Hey, I'm glitching him around. He's just glitched over there now. And yeah, okay, we lost the Snowstalker. He has despawned. You know what? I don't think this is gonna go well, but let's see what happens. They were fighting the Snowstalkers. Oh yeah, look. One of them or two of them glitched through the ground. Well, that's funny that the cryptos attack or get attacked by Snowstalkers quite readily. Spawn Chelly Seret. So size-wise, he's about the same. Shadow Leviathan is about the same as Iceworm. It's just you don't get to see as much because there's the Iceworm underneath. So it's not like it's just a partial creature. They did the full thing, you know. It's a full creature, even showing there. It's just you don't see it. Boom. Ah. I think he got stuck on that animation. Alright, yeah. So, getting Destroy All Humans next month. Maybe, I mean, I've played that originally on Xbox 360, and that is definitely one of the more fun games I've played, just because I mean, it's one of those that it was kind of more fun once I unlocked stuff to just goof off in the game instead of doing story or mission type stuff, just to actually goof around with, like, you know, summoning a tornado and stuff like that in the game. There's actually a game that's coming out that it's not like directly related to that. It doesn't say it's directly related, but it has, from watching the video footage, the promo stuff, it has a look like it's kind of in that vein where you can take control of humans. You can, like, you've got super elastic limbs as an alien, and like can bounce around, do stuff like that. It's an early access game. It's supposed to hit Steam soon if it hasn't already. I'm trying to think what it's called. I remember I saved, because the devs sent me an email about it. It's, if you look up Zibbs, Z-I-B-B-S, Alien Survival on Steam, you'll see what I mean when it's kind of got that same type look to it, I think, as Destroy All Humans. But yeah, that's definitely one I probably would get if they were doing, like, if they're doing an updated version of it for especially PC. I'd definitely be like, yeah, I'll get that, because that was a fun game just for some of the goofy stuff you could do in it. Oh, and speaking of games to get, if you do have an Epic account, and you, whether you have the game or not, don't forget Ark Survival is the free game right now until this coming Thursday. So all you have to do is go in there, add to cart. It's free, and you know you still get like a receipt, do a checkout thing, but it's no charge if you want to get Ark Survival and you haven't done so already. It is free right now on Epic. So, but yeah, thanks for hanging out with me and the Timmy. He's looking at me, probably like, hey, give me some more treats. Yeah, you want more treats? He's like, oh yes, treats. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Normal videos this week, of course, and still doing the No Man's Sky and the Subnautica Below Zero. Hopefully we'll have another update soon, but I'm not expecting it the next week for this because they're trying to do big updates, you know, notable stuff. So I'm still thinking we've got a few weeks out before the next update for this. But yeah, that's it for today. Once again, thanks for hanging out. And me and Timmy, right? Timmy, yeah. We'll see you guys next time.